Here, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan have arrived at the training station for the Unconquered the Nation's Invictus Games group, featuring activities today such as sitting volleyball, in which Prince Harry will participate. Please watch.
Gentlemen, wait! Watch. Block. Put up for me, what? Please. We can help. 1, 2, 3. Champion.
Thank you.
Can we go?
That's for you. Of course. Here we go. Hold them together. Here we go. Ready?
All right.
Yay! Fantastic.
This is for you.
Thank you very much. That's beautiful. Thank you.
I think Andrew did the popcorn, man.
And thank you for the sustainability.
Good to see you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Keep this clean.
Can I just get through? And sure, it's me.
The Duke of Sussex and the Duchess for them to come down all the way to come here and celebrate with those of our veterans that are injured. It's a great privilege. It's a great honor.
It's amazing the way they relate with us. When we work, we do our sports recoveries, the chants. Most of them, I knew when we started with them. I knew where they were before. But today, you see them. They've owned up to who they are.
Told us the bit of how it all started when he visited Colorado in America, and he saw a little game that the wounded soldiers were playing, and he thought, okay, this is what is needed.
It has really helped our confidence a lot.
It has really brought back my self-confidence, have more enthusiasm, and a lot of hopes.
I was very happy because when I got to realize myself, the first question that came to my mind was if there's anyone that got injured. So it happens that it was only me that got the injury. So it's still more like a work fulfilled.
Here, Princess Meghan was at the Women in Leadership Summit, where she was on a panel with Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the Director General of the World Trade Organization. It was hosted by Mo Abudu, the media entrepreneur in Abuja, Nigeria.
And found out about my heritage, the first thing I did obviously was call my mom because I wanted to know if she had any awareness of it. And I think being African American, part of it is really not knowing so much about your lineage, your background, where you come from specifically, and it was exciting for both of us to discover more and understand what that really means. Never in a million years would I understand it as much as I do now. Being here, right? Being here. And what has been echoed so much really in the past day by men and women alike is, oh, we weren't surprised when we found out when you were Nigerian. Oh, no. And I say that mostly as a compliment to all of you, because what they define as a Nigerian woman is brave, resilient, courageous, powerful, beautiful. I find that in whatever travels I've done, regardless if it's Nigeria or another country around the world, oftentimes when women reach the peak of success, they leave. But you need to come back home. You need to at least be a familiar face for the next generation to say, oh, she looks like me, and I can be that. And I think that is a really key piece in all of it, where success isn't defined by, oh, you've gotten out, you've gone somewhere else. It's defined by, and you still always want to come back home. Because that's how you're going to help shift any sort of generational pattern that might be stifling, especially for young girls who need to see someone who looks like them in that same position of power.
I don't want to interrupt you, but you have come back home.
Next, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan attended a reception in their honor, organized by the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa. They were also joined by the Minister of Defense of Nigeria, Mohammed Badaru Abubakar. Watch.
Mess Abuja is beautifully decorated to receive the royals on day 2 of their tour of Nigeria. The Minister of Defense, in company of the Chief of Defense Staff, leads the Duke and Duchess of Sussex into the hall. The royals are in Nigeria to champion the Invictus Games, a sports recovery program for sick or wounded soldiers.
I never knew that I myself would be standing here, because my thought as at then was probably killing myself, since I have no hands, one eye, and just 25% of hearing remaining. It's more like, why am I leaving? But after the Invictus found me, my first endeavor to Colorado last year, I get to notice that it is not only I have other people who are like me.
So I hereby let it to be known to everyone that I'm being inspired by Prince Harry and Meghan, by his vision of Invictus Games, because I now have a purpose life, then I now see the ability in my disability.
The Minister of Defense and the Chief of Defense Staff are pleased the games are getting the attention required.
This gave us courage to continue to work and to continue to support our wounded heroes, and we will not rest until we make them happy and happy and happy.
But it gladdens our hearts to see how excited, how happy, how joyous our troops that were injured feel.
For Prince Harry, the reception in Nigeria is nothing short of remarkable, and he is elated with the plans for the Invictus Center in Abuja.
It was and is a privilege to have Nigeria become the first African country to join Invictus, and it certainly won't be the last. Seeing the plans for the new Invictus Center gives me goosebumps. It makes me very emotional, and to hear from the minister himself to say that it's going to be made very quickly makes me very happy as well. As we look forward, let's keep in mind that by uniting our efforts, we can make remarkable progress in acknowledging the sacrifices made by our military personnel, and most importantly, as importantly, their families.